Cindy A. Lewis here. Welcome. Today we're going to complete the journal for the gratitude collab. This is the My Grateful Gratitude Journal. I started it in part 1 on Saturday, and we are going to be putting in the signatures, and it's a no-sew. So we're going to thread through a decorative spine to put the signatures in. So no-sew. The first thing that we need to do is pull out whatever papers you want to be a part of your signature, all of your signatures. I have papers from the gratitude kit from Creating with Jovi on her Etsy shop. This is part of the gratitude collab that I'm hosting with Jovi and additional collaborators. There's 18 total of us this month, and there are 4 prompts, 1 for each week, and everyone will be posting on Wednesdays by 10 a.m. One of the prompts. So I needed to get my journal ready so that I could add to it with some of the prompts. And then we get to use these beautiful papers as part of my signatures and part of my whole month's worth of what I'm going to be adding to this beautiful journal. So there are many things to be grateful for this month, and that's what the focus is. What are we grateful for? And so I hope that you'll participate along with us. Make your own journal. Also, on my November 1st video is your opportunity to enter a giveaway, and Jovi's going to also have one, I believe, in her Facebook group. Every Friday, we've already done 3 freebies. So the last freebie will be next Friday and we post it in my group. The link to both of our groups is below in the description. So let's jump in. I've talked for a while, and we're going to make these signatures and put them in no-sew, and I'm going to show you how. All right, so in this journal, we are going to make holes at the bottom and at the top to feed our ribbon and our thread through, or lace, in order to add the signatures instead of sewing. So my spine is about 1.5 inches. So I took a piece of my graph paper and I made holes where every other one, because these are 1/4 inch holes, where my eyelets and my holes need to be, and I'll do it at the top and I'll do it at the bottom. So today I thought we would put our signatures together, and then I just have a little item for you to think about today as you're watching this video, about a person in your life that you are grateful or thankful for, and post it in the comments below. In other words, this person has really impacted your life, and just put that name in the comments. I'd love to read them and see who impacted your life. And it can just be a first name. It's not a big deal. No prize or anything. It's just a let's remind ourselves how grateful we really are. All right, so what I did from the kit, this is from the kit, I printed double-sided on 6 pages. So 2 of these pages each are going to be in each of my signatures. So I'm going to take 2 double-sided pages that I printed from the kit, and they will be in my signatures. I also have a piece of mulberry paper. It's really cool, and I know it's too big, so I'm going to cut it down and see how that fits. But I want to put it in at least one of my signatures. Maybe I could put the other one. It's okay if it's not exact. Oh, maybe I have 2 pieces here. Well, we'll just have 1 in each then. All right. So then I also had some papers that I played ink with, and we'll just add those. So just some fun pages. Let's see what I have here. Let's do that one. All right, and then I have some music. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we'll add a little bit more. Now I have one I specifically want in here because it's going to be for my first prompt. So here it is, Oklahoma. So I want to make sure that that is in here. So I want to, let's just tear it. And we'll put that there. And then we can put a piece of music in this one also. And I suppose we could add another piece of music. I love adding music. It's just one of the fun things to add to your... So we'll add the hummingbird. It's a little animal I'm thankful for. I love hummingbirds. All right, so we're not going to put the graph paper. I do have an envelope, so I thought I would put an envelope in each one. And I do have a little brown bag. I do have that. And then I have a sheet of paper. I might have too much here, so we may have to go through and pull some out because I usually try to put about 8 pages per signature. And I know I want at least 2 from the kit per signature. Let's see, that doesn't take up much room. This would be kind of cool. The music will be kind of cool. Let's see. So we won't count that. So that's 2. So the music will be 3. We can do the paper bag and the ledger paper on this one. We'll take that one out. We can use these for accents because I'm trying not to make it too bulky in the pages, and then we can add more stuff, embellishments. Okay, so that ended up being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we're going to choose what we want to be first. So I do want this to be, I'm trying to decide, do I want it to be on this side? I think I do. Okay, so on the outside, I'm going to choose to have one of my pages on the outside of my signatures. And then I'm going to have the middle be one of the other pages. Now, you do have to be careful with mulberry paper as it can tear pretty easily. So you do want to be careful with that. We can trim the papers down if we need to. So then we've got an envelope and a brown bag. So that will give us some pockets automatically and tuck spots, right? So I like to have different sizes pages too. And then this can be in the center. I like that in the center, so we'll put that. And this is how I choose my signatures. So this is going to be one signature right here. So I may have to trim that paper, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, that's one. I'm going to do the others, and then we'll prepare them and put them in the journal. I have my 3 signatures ready to go. We don't have to poke holes in these. My little graph paper here. And where do I want my holes? So I think I'm going to put my holes, let's see. I want to make sure I have room. So I'm going to put my holes here. All right, so we've got, I'm going to make a pretty good size hole here. Okay, and then right here. So what I need to do next is I'm going to take my punch, make sure I'm on the right side, has 3/16 right there, and I'm going to punch these holes out. And all I have to do is just punch through this spine right there. Now, I am using a crocodile. You do not have to. If you just want to use your awl, punch the holes. You don't have to put an eyelet in there. but I expect that my journal is going to last for a really long time, and I'd like to do that. So I have my eyelet set for the right size. I put it in there, and then I'm just going to press it. It will handle, this will help handle using your signatures and keeping the book from, I don't know, tearing or anything, those holes. All right, so we're going to do the other side. All right, so just so you can see the inside, this one, of course, was a little, I had it backwards, but we're all glued. I mean, we're all in, and now we can put in our signatures without sewing. So I'm going to do the first one in the center first. I'm using a needle, and what I want to do is I want to have thread on the inside is going to be where I'm tying my thread. So I need thread coming through the back here and inside my journal. So I'm going to slide my journal signature in, but I want enough to tie it off. So just say we put this one in the center, right? It's going to tie off in here. So I'm going to have thread here and thread coming from that way. Does that make sense? Think it will? Okay. So we're going to put that there. And I'm going to feed some buttons through my needle. And the reason that I'm using the needle is I just feel like it's a little bit easier. You don't have to space the buttons, but if you want to, you can. And you can definitely use any number of buttons you want. So I just took some old vintage buttons, and they're going to be laying, let me hold this. They're going to be laying on my spine. Now it looks kind of jumbled right now, but you'll see. All right, so then I'm going to go through this hole here. Pretty easy, really. Now, if I wanted more buttons, I could add more. But I think we're just going to go with 5 large buttons. And we can spread them out how we want. Okay. Now I'm going to take my signature and lay it right here. I'm going to take my needle, and we're just going to tie it in. No sew or anything. All right, so you just do want to make sure your thread is tight. So what I had to do was kind of work it. It's hard to video when I'm trying to work it. All right, so let's do the next 2 signatures. We'll do the next one, and we're going to just use some of this vintage lace if it cooperates. It's a seam binding lace. It is old. I have no idea. It's from Walmart, so it can't be that old. There we go. And but it does appear to be pretty vintage, so we'll see if it's still pretty strong or not. 1986. Yeah, it's not that old, right? Okay, so I thought this would be pretty, and it wouldn't be like really white, so we're gonna try that. So I do want it to go the length of here, and then it has to come out to enough for me to tie it. So hopefully, let's see how much we have. We'll just divide it in half to make sure we have enough for tying, because I don't want to short myself. Let's see. I think that's plenty, actually. So we'll just do that and cut here, and then save the rest for another project associated with the Grateful or Gratitude Journal. All right. So for this next one, so what I need to do first is, the easy way for me is to get my lace through the hole first. And so sometimes you have to, like put a piece of tape around it, get the lace to feed through. So I want my lace to feed through, and I'm going to grab my next signature, and I want it to go here, right? And then this will come out this hole. So I'm going to twist it. Now you can use tape, or you could feed it with a needle if you needed to, but I didn't really have that much problem getting it through. You just got to be able to grab it on this other side like that. So then I'm going to grab these two. Let's make sure this is laying the way that we want it to. Okay. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to tie a bow. Now one of them I'm going to tie at the top up here, and one I'm going to tie at the bottom. So they're not both in the same place. So I'm just going to do this one down here. Seems like I have the extra. And I'm just going to tie a bow. And I'm pulling it pretty tight. Like this. And we'll see if we need to tighten it. But that's going to look really pretty. And then we're going to have our buttons. And honestly, I'm wondering if I need to put some spacers in here. But we'll see. So that looks good there, and this is here, holding in my signature. So let's do that. Then we have one more to put in. No sewing, which is nice. So we're going to put the back one in here. We're going to go through this back hole here. Now, one thing you could do with those buttons, if you wanted to, is you could glue them down, which I might do so they don't move, but I didn't have as much problem with my other buttons. They stayed in place pretty well. I mean, they moved a little bit, but let's see. This one's coming through the hole here. There we go. And then we're going to pull that because we want the bow at the top. We're going to take the signature. You have to tell me what you think of putting in your journals this way with no sew. And I hear thunder. Okay, so let's go through that hole. And we'll pull that through. Okay, we want to pull it tight. Okay, we want our bow at the top this time so that the bow's not always in the same place. That might look funny. So we're just going to tie a bow so that you can take any of these signatures out that you want to anytime. And you can take this lace and trim it too. We'll just do that. That one's okay. All right. So then your signatures are in. Your buttons are here. I don't know. Maybe I'll just glue one in place. And then that would hold it. But it's pretty cool looking. Don't you think? The buttons on there. So there you are. And your signatures are all in here. And if you find you need to slip them out, you can. So that is what we needed to do today. So there you go. How cute is that? Cute. Cute, cute, cute. And we're going to have so much fun with this. So remember your question I had for you. Name a person that you're thankful, grateful for in your life. And what person has impacted your life? And post their first name below. That would be awesome. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great rest of your day. And we'll have some more fun with this journal, and watch for Wednesday's post. Watch for all the collaborators posts on Wednesday. Anyway, go get your freebies and have a great day. Thanks. Bye.